All right. So, welcome everybody. This is session 4 of our Lift Plus program. We have, again, Rhonda Peters in Montgomery County. I'm Haley Cowell in Stanley County. And we're excited to have you all here. If you're joining us at a different time, I'm excited to have you watch later at another time. And as always, if you all decide that you need to come back and review this again, or just get another exercise in, y'all are welcome to do so. But just really quickly, something we touched on was I encourage you, as any of these become easier on your own, try to increase the amount of sets you're doing, try to increase the amount of reps you're doing. Maybe you can increase your intensity that way, which is going to challenge your muscles, challenge your body, and help you to continue to get stronger. All right, so we are going to, again, just another quick reflection. We're going to do our cardio pyramid warm-up. We want to warm up our total body before we get started. Drink plenty of water, so make sure you have some water nearby, and we are going to be chugging that along the way. And you need a chair, some comfortable tennis shoes. What else am I missing? Weights are optional, because the most important thing is that you're practicing proper form. So if you notice any of the exercises, your form is not quite what it should be, put the weights down and really focus on that form first and foremost, because that's going to help to prevent injury, number one, but it's also going to help you to build that muscle that we're wanting to build in that particular location. All right, so we're going to get this party started as always. Even though it's an educational extension program, we still like to have fun, y'all. We still like to have a good time. So let's do that. Okay, so, and I forgot my music, so we're gonna do it musicless today. I'm just gonna be hollering at you, but we're gonna start with our warm up. So let's do it. Does anybody want to lead the warm up? No? Okay. Maybe later in the program, if y'all want to, you are more than welcome to do that. All right, let's start with a march. Get those legs up, pump those arms. Straight up and down. Great job, y'all. Looking good. Up. All right, let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, wide step. Here we go. Do a reach with the arms. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Double step. Here we go. Remember, you can stay right here, or you can add in a little hop for added intensity. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going into our hamstring curl, reach and pull. You can slow it down if you need to, or you can speed it up, whatever you feel confident with. Keep going. We're going to do 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to our V step. Ready? Up. and down. Up, up. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2. Looking good out there. Last one. And we're switching directions. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Into our high knees. Reach and pull or stay right here. But use that leg to lift and keep that core nice and tight. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, march it out. Grab a quick sip of water. We're going to do that all over again. So at this time, as we're warming up, our hearts are working a little bit harder to pump that blood throughout our bodies. Our muscles are getting warmed up. We might even be breaking a sweat, who knows? All right, let's start with our high knees. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach and pull. Squeeze as you come up. Give me 2 more on each side. 2. Last one. And we're going to a V step. Up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one on this side. Other side. Great job, y'all. Looking good. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Hamstring curl. Pull. 3, 4, 5. Really squeeze those shoulder blades together too as we're doing this. Warming up that back as well. Give me 2 more. 2. Last one. Double step. Here. Here. Warming up the legs and the shoulders. Remember, you can add in a little extra intensity if you like. Give me 3, 2. Last one. Single side step right here. Great job, everybody. If you're having any negative self-thoughts, let those come and let them go. Because we're all here. We're not all at the same level, but we're all doing this together. All right, back to our march. We're getting stronger together. And I love the quote that, you know, you might not be going fast, but you're lapping everybody sitting on the couch, right? So we're doing big things, y'all. All right, so that is our warm up for today. Again, my goal for next week is when we have time, we'll add just a little bit of length to our cardio warm up. That'll give us a little bit of extra endurance training or cardiovascular training. All right, so we're going to go straight into our strength training. All right, so grab those weights, grab your chair. We're going to do, as always, I like to start off with those squats and get them out of the way. So today I'm gonna mix it up a little bit just for fun. Let's superset lower body exercises with lower body exercises and upper body with upper body today. Okay, so we're gonna start with squats and we'll do leg extensions, okay? So grab those weights, take a seat, make sure you've got your water nearby. Remember to squeeze, keep everything tight, core stays tight as we come up, resist as you come down. Ready? Up, squeeze, and lower. 2, 3, lower, 4, great job, 5, and slowly down. 6, is your core nice and tight? 7, slowly down. 8, control. 9, last one. 10, and down. And guess what? We get to stay seated this time. Right into our leg extensions we go. Ready? Right side kicks up, squeeze, and lower. 2, 3, 4, 5. Great job, y'all. 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. Squeeze it at the top right here in your quad. Other side for 10. And slowly down. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Squeeze at the top. Slowly lower. Quick sip of water in between sets. Woo. I might have to bring my chair under the shade. It's hot out there. Okay. All right, let's go right into set number 2. Find your chair. Again, weights are optional. Form comes first. Try not to drop at the bottom. It's all about controlling that movement. All right, ready? Push through your heels. Up, squeeze, and lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. Up. And control it down. Great job, y'all. Everybody's looking good. I hope all my black screens are still participating with us. All right. Let me make sure I pin that. Okay, there we go. All right, let's go right into our leg extensions. Ready? Core still stays tight. Work on that posture. Sit up straight. Right leg kicks up and lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Squeeze at the top. Slowly down. 9 and 10. Breathe in as you kick up. Breathe out as you lower down. Ready? Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great job, y'all. 9. Keep it up. Last one. Squeeze and lower. All right, short little water break between our sets. Or you can even get up and march a little bit. If you need to stretch anything out, you can do that. You might have any questions, concerns, comments, words of motivation. All right. All right, we're going into our last final set for these 2 lower body, and then we'll move to an upper body. Again, feet are a little wider than our hips. Core's tight. We're pushing up through our heels. Ready? Up and lower. Great job. So I love to see that control. Beautiful. 3, 4, 5. Squeeze at the top. Resist. Good. And slow. Up and down. Does anybody know what number we're on? 9.
Yep.
We're gonna go with, we're done on that one. I lost count. I got so excited watching y'all do such awesome squats. All right, right into our leg extensions. Ready? Core stays tight. Sit up straight. Ready? Right side kicks up and lower. 2. Keep that quad. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Power on.
8, 9. Last one. Up and lower. Other side. Right until we go. Ready? Up. 2. Really squeeze and hold at the top. 3, 4.
Power on. Connected. Left channel. Right channel.
6, 7. Great job, y'all. 8. 2 more. 9. We can do this. Last one. Great job. All right, we're going right into, after we get a sip of water, we're going to go into our supersets with 2 upper body exercises.
Volume maximum.
Okay. Let's do bicep curls and shoulder press.
Volume maximum. Maybe.
All right, bicep curls and shoulder press. So grab those weights if you're going to use them. Stand nice and tall. And we're going for 10. Ready? Let's go. For 10, slowly down. 9, squeeze those biceps. 8, 7, 6, great job, y'all. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Squeeze and lower. Take a seat very carefully. Get set. Get your posture up nice and tall. Ready? Push for 1 and lower. 2, 3, 4. Great job. 5. Think about those shoulders.
Power off.
6, 7,
Power on.
8. Brace your core. 9. Last one. Great job. You can stretch your arms.
Power on.
Grab some water.
Connected. Left channel. Right channel.
Is someone out there having technical difficulties?
We'll get the volume up a little bit. We hardly hear you.
Oh,
Beverly's having problems.
oh, Beverly, what's going on over there?
She keeps freezing.
She's freezing. Okay. Yeah, she's frozen, isn't she? All right. Well, as long as y'all can hear me okay? Okay.
I can hear you now.
Okay, perfect. Let's go into our next set of bicep curls. All right, everybody stand up with me. Ready? And let's curl for 10. Ready? 10, 9, 8, slowly lower, 7, 6, 5, 4, control, 3, 2, last one. So again, remember to control that weight. Don't let the weight control you. So at the bottom, you should be stopping the weight. Don't let it allow you to rock back. So any extra movement like that could lead to an injury. So again, that's why we want to make sure we control the weight up, but then we also control it down. Okay, let's take a seat, go into those shoulder press. Sit up nice and tall, get set, and press for 10, 8, control, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Great job. All right, one more set of those. Quick sip of water if you need it. March it out, stretch it out. Okay. You are doing an awesome job. I can already tell that your form has improved, which tells me you're getting stronger. So that's awesome. All right, grab your weights for our last set of these. Get set. Stand nice and tall. Give yourself a compliment and let's go. Ready? Up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, control, squeeze, 8, 9, last one. Perfect. All right, right into those shoulders. Everybody get set and press for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Awesome. All right, just a quick break as we get set for our next 2 exercises. We are going to go into our hip raises and our toe stands. Hip raise and toe stand. And if you don't have ankle weights, something else you can do to challenge your leg raises here is you can hold your dumbbell on the outside of your leg. All right, so is everybody ready? We're going to go ahead and go for our first set of hip raises. Stand up nice and tall. All your weight on your standing leg. And lift, hold, and lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, squeeze at the top, 7, 8, 9, slowly down, last one. All right, other side. Great job, folks. Ready? Go ahead and get all that weight in your standing leg. Nice and tall. Leg goes up and lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one. Awesome. All right, so to challenge yourself, if you are ready to do so with your toe stands, you can try moving your chair to the side and just using your balance. You can also try holding weights in your hands while you push up through your toes for 10. And we're really going to squeeze at the top. Ready? Push up and slowly down. 2, slowly down. We're going to squeeze at the top. 3, 4. This really emphasizes that balance piece. 4, 5. Squeeze up. Woo! See, my balance isn't that good either. 6, up, 7, and down, up, 8, down, up, 9. Squeeze that whole lower body, even those glutes. Squeeze them as you come up. Last one. Up, squeeze, and lower. Great job. Short break in between our next set. All right. Go ahead and get set up for our next set of hip raises. So again, for our hip raises, we really want to feel that on the outside of our legs, but also you're going to be feeling that through your glute as well. All right, press that leg into the ground and we're going to lift for 1, squeeze, slowly lower. 2, core stays tight. 3, 4, 5, 6, up, 7, 8, 9, last one, and squeeze. Good job. Other side. Plant that foot and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, control. 6, 7, 8, 9, last one. Great job. All right, go ahead and get set for those toe raises, calf raises, with or without weight, with or without your chair for balance. Y'all know what your body's capable of, okay? Ready? Press up, squeeze. Woo! I pressed up a little too hard and down. Ready? Up, squeeze, and lower. Up, 3, 4. Yeah, that's the thing. You got to control it as you're going up. You can't just sling yourself up in there. 4, 5, and down. Up, 6. Hold at the top. Squeeze. And lower. 7. Squeeze. and lower. 8, lower. 9, and lower. Last one, squeeze at the top, squeeze it all, and down. Great job. Oh, I got a little carried away with that first one. All right, y'all don't forget to drink your water. If you're sweating, that's a great thing, but we've got to replenish that water we're losing. All right, last set of these. Let's see, what all do we have left? We still have our wall sits, our chest press, our leg curls, and our rows. So let's go ahead and actually change it up and go into another exercise because I want to make sure we get through all 10, okay? So let's do our seated rows. We're going to do 2 sets of 10 of each of these. So grab your weights. We're going to do our seated rows. And we will do our leg curls with these, okay? All right, everybody sit down, lean forward, reach, and squeeze. 2, 3, 4, 5. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. Great. Very carefully. Let's get set behind our chair for our leg curls, our hamstring curls. 10 on each side. Ready? Up. 1. Lower. 2. Squeeze at the top. 3. 4. Slowly down. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one. Switch legs. Ready? Up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Course tight on this one. 7, 8, 9. Last one. Great job. All right, we're going to go ahead and go into our second set of those. And then we'll have our last 2 exercises. All right. Everybody take a seat. Slight lean forward. We're going to reach and squeeze. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Control it down. 8, 9. Last one. Down and squeeze. Great job. All right, our last set of hamstring curls.
I missed the first one.
All right, right side. Ready? Up and down. up, down, squeeze, lower, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, core stays tight, 9, last one, and down. Switch sides. Ready? And up, down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Great job. All right, we're gonna go into our wall sits and we're gonna end with our chest press. All right, so find that wall. All right, we are gonna try to hold this one good time today. I encourage y'all to practice this on your own. We're gonna try to shoot for 25 seconds. If you need to stand up, I'll let you know when we're at 20. But for everybody else, we're gonna try to add some time. So, ready? Everybody get set and hold. Right here, 90-degree angle, back pressed against the wall. Relax your upper body. And breathe. All right, we're at 20 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and walk it up. All right, how was that? Everybody make it?
Yes.
Perfect. All right, so practice that some more on your own time. Challenge yourself as you can to hold those a little bit longer, okay? All right, we're gonna go ahead and do one big set of our chest press. So let's very carefully lay down and we're gonna do 15, just one set of 15 chest presses. Okay. Everybody get down. I'll give you just a minute to get set.
Down.
All right, feet are planted firmly on the ground. We're gonna have our elbows out to the side. Ready? Press up and lower. 2, 3, 4. Keep that core tight. Up 5. Lower. 6. 7. Keep going, y'all got it. We're almost done. 8. 9. 10. Give me 5 more. Come on, you can do it. 5. 4. 3. 2. Squeeze that chest as you come up. Last one. And down. Great job, y'all. Awesome job. Slowly get up. Come to a, what are these called? Indian style. I can't even think. Okay. So just sit here in Indian style. Take 2 big deep breaths with me and reach in your nose. Ready? Reach up. Out your mouth. Give me another one. Breathe in as much air as you can. Reach up. Hold it. And blow it out. All right. Put one arm on your hip. The other one is going to reach over. And hold. Other hand meets your hip. Reach over and hold. Good job. I want both hands to come to the ground, and we're just going to walk our hands around and really use one of your arms to press against your leg to do a lower back twist and hold. Walk those arms in the opposite direction. Right arm meets your left leg. Press and twist in the other direction. All right, let's do our upper back stretch. We're gonna interlock our fingers. Look down and stretch. All right, release that hold, interlock behind your back for our chest stretch. Gaze upward and stretch your chest. All right, let's stretch our legs really quick. So legs are gonna shoot out in front of us. We're gonna reach up and come down. All right, one more time and see if we can reach a little bit further. Up. And reach down just a little bit further this time. Great job. All right, back to the front. We're going to stretch our arms across our bodies. So right arm is going to come across your body and pull that in tight. All right, other arm is going to come across. Pull it in tight and hold. Last but not least, we're going to take one big, deep breath, the biggest breath you can consume. Reach up, ready? Breathe in. If you've got room for more air, breathe in. Hold it. And let it all go. And give yourself a hand. Great job, y'all. Great, great job. All right, so we are all done with our fourth session already. Fourth session? That doesn't sound right. Wow. Time flies when you're having fun. How did everybody feel today? Was there anything that, as you were doing it, it didn't feel right? Any comments, questions, thoughts that came up as we were doing this today?
You are a great teacher, and I'm getting better, but I still have a lot to work on.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I think y'all are doing an awesome job. I'm really impressed. We're all our own worst critic, but y'all can do a lot of things that a lot of people cannot do that are even much younger than you. So you've got to give yourself a lot of credit. And
I am so proud of you guys.
I am
too. So hard and hanging in there, and y'all are amazing.
They are. They're absolutely incredible. Rhonda, I hope you have a happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yes,
Love you so much.
happy birthday, Rhonda.
Everybody have a wonderful rest of the week, and we'll see you on Monday.
Perfect. And you're going to post the recording of this, right?
Absolutely.
Perfect. Thanks.
Okay,
Bye, folks.
thank you.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
guys.